Oh, my hair look crazy. What's up, you guys? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know you guys didn't see me a lot this weekend, child. Well, I've been, had a lot of stuff going on. But hey, let's get into the things of the things. We'll be back at 10:30 to talk traders, and this is not gonna take long. We are here for the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 8, episode 10. Let me say hi to the people, and we're gonna get on in it. We are on both channels. Please, if you are not subscribed to my Really Be Reviews channel, please make sure that you get on over there and subscribe, because we are moving all of the TV show reviews and content over there. I'm just finishing up the shows that I started on this channel, but anything new that I start will be on that channel. What up, Keisha? Thank you for being a member for a year. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Let me push. Hey, what's up, Kenya? Hey, Star. Hey, Tanya. What's up, Tracy? Sharice, Powerful, Emma. Hey, Tan. Hey, Katrina. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Okay, yes, everyone. Thank you. Katrina said, "I pray everyone had a blessed day." Yes. Hey, Simone, unapologetically Romel, Mamiana. Hey, what's up, Xavier? Farm Dita. Okay, Farm Dita. Hey, thank you for being a member. Hey. Miss B. Carter Montrez, Lovely 31. Kervixen. Hey, boo. Sharice, I only watched like 3 episodes and I checked out. Couldn't get into it, but I'm here to listen and support. Well, I appreciate you for your love and your support. I appreciate you, my love, so much. Thank you, Conviction, for being on both channels. You know how I can tell. Thank you for those of you that are on both channels. I appreciate that. Hey, Simone, Style. Hey, Lock Queen. So, hey, Kenya Boo. So, you guys know that I'm working on changing my vocabulary and changing my language. Thank you, Montrez, for liking it on both channels. I appreciate all the support you guys of me doing what I'm doing with my channels. I appreciate it so much. I really do. I'm trying to get away from using certain words. I don't like to say filler episodes. I'm trying to get away from using filler episodes. I'll put the link in the chat, Miss Carter. Give me a second. However, I'm not going to say this was a filler episode. I honestly just think that this season, it's just, I don't know. It's something. It's the season, y'all. It's the season. But we start this episode off. We see Kern and her daughter Raven are getting matching tattoos. I think that's cute. They're getting those tattoos in memory of Karen's mother, Raven's grandmother. I thought that was absolutely a cute moment, a great mother. This whole episode was about mothers and daughters. I don't know if you guys caught the theme, okay? But I thought that was a cute thing that they were doing. I mean, listen, I know we didn't expect Karen to go get a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I know we didn't expect Karen to go get a big old angel's wings on her back or whatever. She got a little G on her ankle, and I'm told that that's probably the most painful place to get a tattoo is on your ankle or on your wrist, which are the 2 places that I thought about getting a tattoo, which is part of the reason why I didn't, because people was like, that's the 2, most painful places, because it's right on the bone. And that's why I said, well, then I don't need none. I don't need one. Okay. Thank you, Lovely 31. Thank you. Oh, I said I would get the other link. The other channel. Hold on. Let me get that for you. What's this? Oh. Let me see. Yeah, they really don't need more than the 1-part reunion. They need the old school reunion. But of course, this is listen, this is Bravo, child. They're gonna squeeze out at least a 2-parter. But if they ain't nowhere in the world, they better have a 3-parter out of this mess. But anyway, we'll see what they doing. So I thought that was cute. Again, it's really not a whole lot more to it. I just thought it was cute. I said I would get a tattoo so when my brother died, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a tattoo. But I said I'm gonna give myself a year, let myself mourn, let myself go through the process. I didn't want to make a hasty decision. I said if I still want the tattoo after a year, then I'll get it. Well, my brother's he's been gone for more than a year, and I do want it. I just I guess I don't want it bad enough because I ain't went and got it. Now, Ebby, I swear that she going, Ebby keep trying to encourage me to get one because Ebby and her ink child. But I don't know. I just, So then we see Candace meeting up. Now, it's boring and not make any sense anymore. It's toxic, but I will listen to your reviews because I love you. Thank you, Katrina. So let me say this about this scene with Candace. First of all, I did not know that they had a what's it called, a Le Monde. Wherever this place is, when I was in France, that's where people get all the macaroons from, and it's like real famous in France. I didn't even know they had one here in the DMV area. Now I gotta find it and let my cousin know because we ate there and the food was pretty good. I'm not real big on macaroons, but of course, for the whole nostalgia of France, we ordered some and they were cool, whatever. Not my favorite dessert, but they were cool. We see Candace meeting with a representative she's planning on having this Mother's Day event from CCO Parfums de Marly. Is it me? Or were they not clear on this whole situation? I'm not clear on whether was Candace creating a scent? Is she going into business with them to create a scent? I know they said they had a perfume bar. Did that mean that you could create your own scent at the bar? I wasn't really clear on what this partnership was. I mean, did y'all pick it up? I see that there's a partnership. They're hosting this dinner. This luncheon, this brunch, whatever. There's clearly there's something. But am I the only one that didn't quite understand what it was? Candace, are you getting your scent with them? Hey, Carol, your 7-year-old asked for macarons. Yeah. I'm confused. And I'm not even being funny. Like, I just was confused. Like, I saw her sit down with the lady, and the lady is from the company, but unless they edited that part out, or maybe I wasn't listening. Were they clear about what this partnership was? Because I'm not clear on what this partnership was. Oh, she wants to go to France. Yeah, tell her to go to France to get them. Yeah, mama, take her to France, mama. Seems like they just sampled the scents at the bar. I don't know about the rest. Right, now today on Sharice's Instagram, let me show y'all. On Sharice's Instagram, she said, let me show y'all what she posted, child. So she posted this on her Instagram. You see the perfume bottle in her hand, right? So I'm gonna read you the caption that she wrote, and this is why I was even more confused. It says, special delivery just in time for tonight's new Real Housewives of Potomac episode. This is yummy. It's like sweet love notes of vanilla and cognac all over your body. Thank you at Parfum de Marly and Candace for the lovely scent, all fair, and a beautiful occasion celebrating mothers. And then it says, tune in tonight. Yeah. So, and then she posts, the packaging, she posted all of this. So I was even more confused because when you say just in time, like, are you just posting this to try to advertise for tonight's episode, or did you get that package today? Like, I was just even more confused. Like, did you create this scent? Like, when you went to the perfume bar, were you able to create this scent yourself? And then they sent it to you? Or did they have a sample of perfumes that they sell at their company that you bought? I was confused. And again, I'm not even trying to be difficult about it. Hold on, let me click this link. Let me click this link. So when I go to their website, right? Yeah, they have the perfumes. So this is a perfume that they already have. That's the perfume she was showing. Okay, so I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's just advertising like they did with the Telfar, and that might be what it is. And again, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not, y'all. I wasn't clear on, is Candace becoming a spokesperson for them? Is it paid advertisement? Was there a partnership? I just wasn't clear. But neither here, we're gonna move forward, child. We're gonna move forward because it ended up being it was a beautiful event. Now, Perfume to Marley know how to put on an event. That event was gorgeous. We'll get to that in a second. So we see Candace sitting down with her mom. Mama looking good. Mama is looking good. Okay. Um, she's inviting the ladies and their moms and their children. It's a whole mother-daughter event, which I thought was nice as well. She said that she's not inviting Giselle. Okay. What didn't expect. I expected that. Um Sharice here, the other Sharice girl, the other Sharice. Oh, excuse me. So then we had, she said that she wanted to invite Robin, but she felt like her and Robin needed to clear the air. But she did actually end up inviting Robin. Robin didn't accept her invitation. We'll get to that in a minute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we saw that. Okay, that happened. Then we see Wendy meeting with her production team for her talk show. Now, listen, I like Dr. Wendy, so let me be clear, but I got to call a thing a thing. Wendy, you are creating, as one YouTuber to the other. Girl, you creating a YouTube show. Now, she said that she parted ways with the first producer because the first producer wanted 50% ownership of her talk show. I understand that 100%. I understand that 100%, girl. No, you don't need that in your life. But as one YouTuber to another, you don't need a team. I know you want to look professional. I know you want this to go to the next level. I understand that YouTube is your stepping stone to, you want to eventually get on a network. I get all of that. So you want it to look a certain way. I respect that. You want it, I get it. I get all of that. But girl, I done looked at a couple of episodes of your show down to the YouTube. She said she wanted to be somewhere in the middle. She said because nothing exists like that where you have news and entertainment. I mean, nobody's doing that. Like it's either all news, which is too stuffy, or it's all entertainment. Like I'm bringing you a hybrid. Girl, you ain't never heard of The View, The Talk, The Tamron Hall Show. You ain't never heard of none of these shows that do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You ain't never. Right. And if you want to go to YouTube, El Teddy gives you a little bit of this and a little bit of that. El Teddy gonna give you news, he gonna give you politics, he gonna give you, celebrity news, and he gonna give you a whole lot of debauchery. Like, I'm confusion. And don't get me wrong, listen, I'm not here to deter that woman. I'm not here to make it seem like she's not doing a good job. I'm just confusion on what you talking about. But okay, girl. Then we have NECA and her sister meeting down to the furniture warehouse so that she can furnish her new home. Production. Why are we in episode 10 and this is the first that we're hearing about anything about NECA, her history, her family, her home life, how she grew up? Why is this the first that we are getting anything about NECA's life story? And we are in episode 10. We meeting her sister. We finding out that her dad was a doctor, was a very high regarded special type of neurosurgeon who came to America with the shirt on his back and rose the ranks. We found out her sister is a doctor, married with 3 children. We found out, like, why did it take to episode 10 for us to find out any of this? Don't get me wrong, like, it would have been nice to hear. Why is this, like, she was new to the show. We didn't know this woman. And I understood that y'all really thought that y'all had hit the jackpot with this drama between her and Wendy. Like, I understand that y'all really thought y'all was doing something with that whole storyline, but you still could have spliced some of this in. You still could have given us some of this. And I just feel like so we meet her sister who seemed, I mean, she's a doctor herself, and we found out that her and NECA didn't get along growing up, but now they're like 2 peas in a pod. And we saw them talking to each other about their father and their growing up. And I really like that tic-tac-toe board with the continent of Africa as the O. I thought that was really cute. I would have bought that for my own house. I would have bought that. That was cute. It was filmed out Xavier. That was a scene they probably filmed at the beginning of the season. When they first started filming, that was actually probably one of the first scenes they filmed with NECA. I would be willing to bet that was probably maybe not the first scene, but I would be willing to bet that was one of the first scenes that they filmed with NECA. Why we just getting it now, I don't know. But neither here nor there. That was what it was, okay? Because she was up Wendy's. Oh, Tracy. What entertainment does she cover? I don't know. I'd be a liar if I was to tell y'all that I have watched multiple episodes of Wendy's show on her YouTube channel. Tracy, can you drop the link for me, please, to the other channel, the Really Be TV Reviews channel? Somebody was asking for it and I forgot. My bad. Can you drop it for me, please, baby? Maybe it's a Nigerian thing because we just learned about Wendy and her family history. No, we didn't. We learned about Wendy's family history at the beginning. When Wendy first came on the show, we learned about Wendy growing up in Baltimore, her going to college, how she met Eddie. We found out about how she met her husband. We found out about the family strife that Eddie has with his family, how his family doesn't speak to him because they didn't want him to marry her. No, we learned a lot about Wendy in that first at the beginning. We learned a lot about Wendy. Now I can't say which episode it was, but I bet you if I was to go back to what's this season 8? I bet you if we was to go back, season 5 was Wendy's first season because that was the season of the fight, and that was Wendy's first season. I bet you if we was to go back to season 5, I bet you Wendy talked about her family before episode 10. I bet you we knew about Wendy, more about Wendy before episode 10 than we know about NECA. I'd be willing to bet. Right, correct. Wendy has always, she came on this show talking about her family. We knew what tribe she was from. We knew all of that. We knew a lot about Wendy. The next scene we see, we have Giselle and Kern with their 2 daughters. Now, let me tell y'all something. Sharice said, I guess I'll catch up on the rest of the season because I only watched the first. Child, you ain't got to catch up on the rest of the season, child. Just jump on in here with us, honey. What I find to be interesting is somebody actually put this in my comments. It might have been you, Corey. I'm not sure. But somebody actually put this in my comments the other day. when I talked about Potomac, the Real Housewives of Potomac was actually supposed to be about Jack and Jill. It was supposed to be about, like I said, that upper class, black upper class of DC, which a lot of it has its roots in, you know, organizations like Jack and Jill and, D9, junior auxiliaries and stuff like that. But somebody put in my comments, and it might have been you, Corey. Again, I don't remember, but somebody put in my comments that Jack and Jill wouldn't sign off on them using their name as the foundation for the show. And so that's where the show sort of became a housewives show. But that originally, it was the Real Housewives of Potomac originally was supposed to be a show about Jack and Jill or whatever. So this is the first time that we've really heard them speak this much about Jack and Jill. We find out that is how Karen and Giselle met, that their daughters were active in Jack and Jill, so they knew each other, even though Raven was older than Giselle's girls. And now we saw a little bit of the connection that even took us back to season 1, and we found out about the whole, remember when Giselle made the cookies for Karen, right? And they talked about the cookie competition. Like, we got some context into that connected back to Jack and Jill and their involvement with Jack and Jill. It wasn't me, but I remember you talking about it for okay. And so I thought it was interesting that they had this great conversation. Now Raven was sort of giving Grace some insight on, hey Just P, some insight on going away to college. Now, I felt like she gave her some good advice. I did. Grace. Your experience ain't going to be the same. It's not going to be the same, girl. Raven went to a PWI. Grace is going to a HBCU. Y'all experience ain't going to be the same. It just ain't. Remember when Raven joined, she joined a white sorority her first year. We know that if Grace is gonna pledge anything, although I could see Grace pledging Delta just to get under Giselle's skin, but we know that Grace is going to pledge D9, and it's gonna probably be AKA maybe Delta, but child, it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same. However, I do think this was a cute moment. Listen, I like seeing Karen and Giselle get along. I know a lot of people may not like that, but I like it. And I don't think it's fake. And I think Grace does give Delta to me. So that's why I said she might be able to get away with Delta. But I thought this was a cute moment. And I think a lot of people, because we've seen Giselle and Karen going at it 90% of the time that this show has been on, I like the fact that they keep reminding us that they were once friends. And even though they have pushed each other and maybe they've gone too far a time or two, they genuinely do love each other. And they are genuinely, I don't think they were ever best friends. I don't think they ever like hung out a lot together. They might have done lunch from time to time, but I don't think they ever were like best friends. But I loved Grace gives Delta, the twins give AKA. I could see that. I could definitely see Grace doing her own thing. But let me tell you what I do want. And I'm not saying this to be mean. Please don't nobody come for me. If you're watching this in the replay, please take this in the best way that I mean this, because I mean this in the most sincere way as possible. I mean this in the most sincerest. I know Giselle's AK. That's why I was saying she probably gonna. Yeah, I mean this in the most sincerest way possible. Grace, I want you to go down a shade in your foundation, boo. Last episode when y'all went to the self-defense class, and this time I think your foundation is just a shade light. I think one shade, maybe just a smooch darker, just a smooch. I think you need whatever shade you're using. I think you need the one, maybe two. And I don't mean that in a mean way at all. I really mean that in a serious way. She's a gorgeous girl. And I just think that last time and this time, I just think that it's just a little light. But anyway, this episode felt more like the ones from the older seasons. I wonder if they made edits after the Essence article. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, Green Girl. I don't know for sure, but I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I think they were already planning to pivot. When they got back from Austin, I think they were already always planning to pivot. I don't think that they changed it up. So, but again, I thought that was a cute scene. I was here for it. I thought it was really nice. Then we saw, what's the next scene? The luncheon. It did give me a little nostalgia. It did. It gave me a little nostalgia. Then we see Robin. Then we see Robin going. She with the family getting stretched. Let me tell you something. A friend of mine has been trying to get me to go to this place. She goes here, and baby, she swears by this place to get stretched. She said it is. She swears by it, and I kept saying I was going to go. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm definitely have to check it out. But the boys are getting stretched. Giselle and Ron and Juan lay down, and Giselle. Why Juan keep embarrassing this girl? And why do you keep letting him, Robin? Why you keep letting this man embarrass you? So we see that this is where we found out that Candace did invite Robin to the luncheon. Robin basically told her no, thanks but no thanks. But you went to Stretch's on Saturday. You loved it. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I really do. A friend of mine, she swears by it. But y'all laid down there. You asked that man about any job prospects, and he was like, "Nope, ain't heard nothing." And you were like, "Well, I just want us to be intentional. I know that you really want to, get back to work, but I want us to be intentional, because I want us to make sure that we're still making time for each other." And baby Juan didn't say nothing. Robin was like, Juan, why he was pretending like he was asleep? Because I don't believe he was asleep. I do not believe that man was asleep. I believe that man was pretending to be asleep. He didn't want to have that conversation. He didn't want to talk about this job. He didn't want to talk about him about spending time. He didn't want to do none of that. You know what, Corey, you bring up a good point. Corey said Juan appearing on every episode is strange. Juan appearing on every episode is strange. And let me tell you what I think it is. This is my 2 cents. It's me. This is my 2 cents. Let me tell you what I think it is. Okay. I personally think that this is Robin's penance for what happened last season. Because let's rewind the clock a little bit. All of this stuff with Juan came out after the season was over. And a lot of people were calling for Robin to get fired, right? Including some of her own castmates were calling for Robin to get fired. I honestly think that this is what Bravo made Robin do in order to keep her job. I think Juan had to agree to film a certain number of episodes or to appear a certain number of times. I think Robin had to agree to discuss what happened on camera with Juan. I think this was part of her contract to keep her job, because we in season 8 and we have never seen Juan this much ever. We have never seen Juan this much. SCK said it does relax you. I agree. I believe it will relax you. I just don't think Juan will sleep. I don't. I agree. Also, Juan is only on to clear his name. Showing up for Robin never mattered. I agree, Rose Garden. I just think that's what it is. I really think this is part of. I think, and let's be clear. Bravo had Robin over Fitz because Juan had just lost his job or was getting ready to lose his job. Hell, she the only one with an income right now, steady income. I mean, I really think this was the agreement. I honestly think this was the agreement, but that's my opinion. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing proof of it. If he's trying to clear his name, this is the horrible way. Well, Corey says she don't think he was asleep either. Child, I don't think that man was asleep. So we get to the event, and Karen was the first one there. I thought Karen looked cute in her little tulle. Whoever is styling Karen, I think they're doing a good job. I like probably 95 to 98% of what Karen wears. I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, out of all of the ladies, I think Karen and Candace, to me, probably I like the majority of what they wear. I don't always like what Candace wears, but I think that Candace, she's got the little cute petite body. She's young and she can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't crazy about this outfit that she wore or at the brunch, but it was very Chanel-like. You know what I mean? And she could get away with it because she got that little cute body. And it might have been Chanel. I mean, I don't know, but it was very Chanel-like. If it wasn't Chanel, it was a Chanel style little outfit. You know what? I like Wendy too, but sometimes I let me say this. I'm gonna say the same thing about Wendy that I said about Candace. I don't think I don't always like what Wendy wears, but I think it looks nice. It always fits her body well, if that makes sense. Sometimes some of these ladies wear stuff that I don't like what they wear, and I don't think I don't think they got the body to carry it. You know. Um, but I definitely like whoever is styling Current. I like it. I do. I like it. So we're meeting everybody. Nneka has her sister there. Cherie shows up with her daughter. Candace mama there. Ashley there with her mama. Mia came without her mama and gave us this. Try to make, to me, she tried to make it like, oh, well, my mom, I mean, she had to work, it's okay. I mean, she had to work, but it's okay. It's okay. I guess it is okay because she had to work. Anyway, after the way you tried to embarrass your mama. Now, Wendy is not it because Wendy had a book signing for her book. Now, let me say this. A lot of people alluded to the fact that maybe she wasn't there also because of the situation between her and Nneka. I think that might be part of it because the reality is when you're filming shows like this, you have to submit these scenes. You have to let people know that you're doing this, and you're doing that. And I feel like this is something that Wendy might have invited the ladies to. I mean, it was her book signing. It was like celebrating her book going into paperback, and it was a signing and everything. So I honestly feel like if Wendy wanted, I feel like they could have made that work if they wanted to make that work. Because they have to submit these things. Like it's not an accident. It's not an accident that most of the time, not every situation, because everything can't be changed and moved around. But it's not an accident that most of the time these ladies can make it to every damn event. I mean, even on shows like Married to Medicine, and these ladies who are doctors and they're on call and they're this and they're that can make it to all these different events and go on all these different trips because that shit gets cleared. And people have to put stuff on their calendar, so even on other shows where, like a doctor, like in Real Housewives of Miami, where Nicole is a full-time doctor, like she has to, get cleared to do these different things. So Wendy, you ain't fooling nobody, girl. But I respect it. But that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know, these girls gonna have to go on a retreat or something, because you just can't make an ensemble show work when half the ensemble ain't speaking to each other. Like, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So yeah. Mia is talking to Sharice, and once again, we're talking about Jacqueline. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I'm about to give y'all some tea. Hold on. Let me take a sip, because I'm about to pour some tea. I'm about to pour some tea. Hold on. Let me take a swig. Hold on. I'm telling y'all what I know and not what I think. Y'all, now, when I tell y'all stuff and I say I'm telling you what I know and not what I think, right? For the people who new here, you better tap on your shoulder and say, neighbor, she about to tell it. Neighbor, she about to tell it. Tap on your shoulder, because I'm about to tell it. Mia and Jacqueline. Yes, Miss Carter. Miss B. Carter, yes. Mia and Jacqueline are friends in real life, or were friends in real life. Like, they really were friends. This wasn't no bullshit for the camera. They were really friends. Their friendship their friendship broke apart for real. It was not for camera. It was for real, for real. Mia lied on Jacqueline. A lot of stuff that Mia said last season, she absolutely lied on Jacqueline. Like, for example, the Porsche. Mia and Gordon had absolutely nothing to do with Jacqueline getting that Porsche. Nothing. In no way, shape, or form. Nothing. And the fact that Jacqueline, the way that Mia treated Jacqueline was not fake. All that shit was real, y'all. So I'm saying all that to say, like, even to the point where Mia got Jacqueline fired from her job. In real life. There is no way on this side of hell that I would be entertaining Mia Thornton on any level. And I really hate to feel like Jacqueline is so desperate to, one, be friends with Mia again, and two, to film for this fucking show, that she is willing to let all of this stuff go just to be back on this show. Because when she was like, oh, when Sharice was like, oh, I saw Jacqueline at my event and blah 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 boo boo boo. I'm like, when they mentioned Jacqueline's name last week, I said it in my review last week. I said so they must be bringing them back in. Now, from my understanding, Jacqueline and Mia are friends again in real life. They're friends again in real life. Ain't no way in hell. How do I know this, T? I live here. I keep telling y'all, I know people. I can't tell you more than that, because then people won't tell me stuff no more. But I live here. I know people. I keep telling y'all, I'm 1 degrees of separation from about 3 of the housewives. Like, literally can get on the phone with people that are friends in real life with them. I have been invited to events. Tracy get mad at me all the time because I have been invited to things where they are. I have been invited to things where they're filming. So I just don't understand why. I just don't understand it. I just don't. I just don't understand it. I don't. I don't. But that's my personality. See, I can't do the back and forth. It's not in my personality. Like when I'm done with you, see, and I think I've told y'all this before. I put up with a lot from people because when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have no whole lot of back and forth I don't have it in me, y'all. I don't have it in me. When I am done, I am done. And so I don't understand how people allow themselves to constantly be disrespected. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So expect to see Jacqueline before the season is over. Now, I can't say for certain that Jacqueline films. I think she does though. I'm almost certain that Jacqueline films. I'm almost certain. But yeah, if Jacqueline had tried to tell me her life story for 2 hours, the friendship would be over before it began. Child, okay. Yeah, well, and I'm gonna be honest with you, child. I ain't believing half of what NECA says. Again, NECA is trying to get attention however she can get. Wendy won't give it to her, and so now I feel like she's just trying. Because let's remember, NECA is a fan. NECA watches the show. She knows who these people are. She knew exactly who Jacqueline was, and she knows the story, the backstory with Jacqueline. Like she knows what Jacqueline is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not saying NECA was lying. I'm just saying I can't believe everything NECA's saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Who said it was a lie? Jacqueline said what was a lie? Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Everything NECA said, we already knew. And like you said, if you watched the show, you knew everything NECA said, child. She said that was a lie on Twitter last week. Jacqueline said what was a lie? She said the story about Mia, about what Mia said was a lie. What NECA and Cherie said about the party. Oh. Mm. Yep. So, yep. And again, that is what I was told. Now, if it's a lie, I was told it. I was told that they're friends again. But if it's a lie, somebody else told it. That's all I can say. If it's a lie, somebody else told it. Oh, it's a lie. She didn't talk to NECA. I believe that was a lie. And I'm gonna tell you why I believe it's a lie, because Sharice said the total opposite of what NECA said. And I mean, I know we don't give Sharice a whole lot, but I believe Sharice before I believe NECA. Even though I don't believe what Sharice said about Karen, but you know, you gotta, when you're dealing with two liars, you gotta pick the liar. They're friends on IG. Yeah, that's my understanding, is that they're friends again. And again, if it's a lie, somebody else told me. I remember you saying this in the past. Yeah. So anyway, so what else happened at the table? We find out that Ashley allegedly got her divorce papers and she's just not ready to sign them. Again, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe that I don't know what I believe when it comes to Ashley and this damn divorce. I don't anymore. But I don't believe that Ashley got them damn divorce papers and she just don't want, she not ready to sign. I'm talking about, I'm not interested in being romantically with Michael anymore, but I'm just not ready to let it all go. Thank you, J12. J12 said Jacqueline and Mia are posted on IG hanging out. They are friends again. Thank you, boo. I don't know. I just don't know if I believe it. And honestly, I just don't know if I care anymore. Because let's be clear, you and your husband being a thing and being together, we just don't care. We just don't care. Right. Ashley really thought that her life was going, she really thought she had it all laid out, and Michael hit her with the jokes on you, and now she's trying to figure it out and regroup. But I don't know. But anyway, that's what she says, but I don't believe it. Because as far as we know, they still ain't divorced. But I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. Then Candace sang us a song. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I fast forwarded it. I don't know. I don't know what the words were. I don't know if she sounded good. I don't know if she sounded bad. I don't know if she hit all her notes. I fast forwarded through all of it. So right, Natalie, that was shit we did not ask for. No offense, Candace, but we didn't ask for it. So Candace and Robin sit down and they have this meeting. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. SCK said that's her favorite song of hers. Yes. Mary Some Medicine was born too. Damn. She sounded good. She only sang a few lines. Candace can sing. So I mean, Candace. Listen, I can say a lot of things about Candace, but y'all will never hear me say that girl can't sing. Now the girl can sing. Candace can sing. Um, bear with me on this scene because I see both sides of this coin, and I know that y'all gonna yell at me because the Candace stands are gonna probably yell at me, but just let me get it out. Just let me get it out, okay? First of all, in my opinion, and I know things are edited, so I can only go by what they're showing us, you guys. First of all, the way Candace started that conversation, it would have pissed me off. And I mean, obviously I would have finished the conversation because we're filming, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What's up, Kiss My Cheeks? Kiss My Cheeks. I'm gonna do my traders live right after this. If you want the link, I'll send it to you. So Candace, to me, started the conversation off negatively when the first thing we saw her say to Robin was, "I'm glad that you finally found time to meet with me." That would have pissed me off. I'm just telling y'all that would have pissed me off. I'm glad you finally found time to meet with me or made time, however she said it. That would have pissed me off. So I would have started, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would have started off with an attitude because when she said it, I was like, now why would she start it off like that? So then Candace said, I really want to know what I said that made you upset with me. I'm going to let you talk. And again, if I was Robin, I'd have been pissed off because I'd have been like, what you mean? First of all, I told you why I was mad at you. When they were in Austin, Robin told her why she was upset. Now, Candace, you don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But she told you why she was mad at you. That's number one. Number two, I really, I really don't understand why Candace sat back and act like she didn't understand why Robin had an attitude. Now, I'm not gonna say that Candace didn't have a reason to feel the way she felt, but let's not sit here and act like you don't understand why Robin was mad at you, girl. Like, come on, Candace. I really need Candace to stop. And this is the part where I know y'all Candace people ain't gonna be mad at me. Are gonna be mad at me. I know that's where the Candace people are gonna be mad at me, and that's okay. I still love y'all. I really need Candace to stop acting like she don't know what it is that she says and what she does to make people feel the way they feel about her. Again, I'm not saying you got to be apologetic about it. You are who you are. And if that is who you are, that is fine. But here's the thing. Stop acting like you're oblivious to how that makes people feel. That is my problem. Stop acting like you are oblivious to how that makes people feel. Let me tell y'all something, and I have told y'all this before. I have told y'all this before about me. There was a time in my life where I just wasn't a nice person to be around. Now, I know y'all see the Really Be today. I'm not who I used to be. But at one point in time, my mama told me point blank, I don't know how you have friends. My mama told me, I don't know how you have friends. I gotta be around you because you my daughter. She said, and my mother told me this point, my mother said, I love you, but I don't like you a whole lot. And I don't understand how you have friends. Okay? That is who Really Be used to be. I'm just telling y'all, y'all don't know that person, but I'm telling you who I used to be, okay? I acknowledge. And I knew it then. I just didn't care. I knew it then. Candace, stop acting like you don't understand what it is that you do that pisses people off. Gemini Diva says, if you're mad at me, I need you to tell me. I make no assumptions. I agree with that 100%. But Robin told her. Robin told her when they were in Austin. Robin told her. So again, it's not that Robin didn't tell her. You just didn't like what Robin said. You a Cancer as well. Maybe it's a Cancer thing now. Maybe we just go through that phase. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't pretend like. Again, I know that a lot of people don't like Robin, but Robin told her. Now, on the flip side, I'm about to give Robin some. I'm about to give Robin some. Okay. On the flip side, let me say this. Robin, I'm gonna need you to not act like you ain't flipped on Candace either. You flipped on Candace last season. You started off supporting Candace, and then you flipped on Candace. And then, Robin, we're not gonna sit here. You can't sit here and act like your whole cast wasn't pissed off at you when they found out about the Juan situation. We can't ask, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't act like we don't understand the flip side to that situation. So for you to be sitting there not understanding where all of this venom was coming from Candace, girl, Candace is just the most vocal. But let's be clear, all of them felt that way, probably including Giselle. And maybe the only reason why Giselle maybe didn't feel that way is because Giselle knew about the situation, because you actually friends with her in real life. And Giselle knew what the deal was, knew about Juan. Robin says social media. Social media is not the issue. Robin was gaslighting. All cancers have a cutoff game. It's serious factor. We have no time. Yeah, I mean, it's because she probably thinking she is doing the same thing they're doing. She said that when talking to Robin, but I'm just reading some of y'all comments, but Robin is using that Instagram Live to justify her flipping. Karen made a whole video about Juan's affair. What up, Jonathan? And that's what I hate about the cast, because in Austin, nobody told Robin in the middle of the argument that they all felt the way that she did. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I see both sides of the coin, but again, because I've been doing this long enough, I know that the Candace stands are going to come at me, and that's fine. I still love y'all. But that's just how I feel, and I still feel that way. I'm going to keep feeling that way. Again, I understand where Candace is coming from, and I understand Candace's point of view on, yeah, because I'm about to get off here in a minute. Thank you, Miss Carter. I understand where Candace is coming from as well when she's talking about, listen, I felt like that whole thing was a plan set up by Todd to come to me with the bullshit. I felt like you was in cahoots with Giselle all along because, you know, I just feel like I feel. And again, I understand where Candace, because we had that conversation on the whether you like it or not panel. We had that conversation about whether it was all a setup, whether it was real or not. We absolutely had that conversation. So I can understand. Again, I'm not saying that it's a good plan. I'm not even saying it makes sense. I'm just saying I understand that that's what people, where the plan came from, right? Anyway, I say all that to say this. By the end of that conversation, I'm Robin. I'm like, girl, then I don't even understand why we having this conversation. And I'm okay with us not being friends. Like, honestly, that is how I would have walked away. And again, I know we filming the show, and maybe that just can't happen. But Rants and Rambles, I don't disagree with you. Rants and Rambles says no shade, but the Candace fans are just as unbearable as the Melody fans. To a certain extent, I don't think they're as bad as the Melody fans, but they can be. They can be. Again, and people don't agree with me. People never agree with me. Well, I shouldn't say that, because there were people who did agree with me. So let me not say it like that. But didn't Robin bring out the speaker in Miami to use social media to embarrass Camden, but didn't realize she's sung her praises in the live? Yeah, that's what Xavier was saying. Gemini Diva. Yep, that's exactly what she was saying. That's why I said, that's why I said, like, I'm not saying that Robin is right or wrong. I'm not even saying Candace is right or wrong. I'm saying I see both sides of this coin, and I know that the Candace stands, and I'm not calling y'all stands, I'm saying the Candace stands are going to be the ones that can't see this from Robin's perspective, or the Robin haters. But y'all know I really try to be honest and fair when I review the show, even though people say I'm biased sometimes. They say that sometimes. That's fine. Y'all, you know, I love y'all anyway. Some people think that I am biased, but I really see this from both sides of the coin. I honestly do. But I also feel like Candace, and I understand what you're saying, Gemini Diva, about if you have a problem with me, tell me what that problem is. I get that. But I feel like Robin told Candace what the issue was. Candace just doesn't want to accept that that's the issue. You see what I'm saying? Because again, in Candace's mind, she didn't do anything wrong. So in her mind, you can't possibly be upset with me because of what I said on social media, because I didn't do anything wrong. So I think everybody has, I think a lot, I ain't gonna say everybody. I think there are a lot of social media, reality stars who have a rabid fan base. Not everybody. I do not think that everybody on reality TV has a rabid fan base. However, there are some people that do. And what I mean by a rabid fan base, I mean people that will justify and excuse no matter what the behavior is, and will even come after people who have a different opinion. As a reviewer, that's my issue. I don't care about you liking who you like, because I like who I like. But the problem that I have is when it gets to a point where you gonna come after me because I don't see it the way you see it. That's my issue. I don't care about nobody. You like who you like. Like who you like, honey. But don't make it to a point where, you know, you got to come after people because they don't see it your way. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, Xavier. I'm not even going to say the word out loud because Lord knows I ain't even trying to start that shit. I'm shocked at the amount of Robin stands that have shown. Listen, the Robin fans have shown up, haven't they? I did not know she had this many fans. Bravo to you, Robin. Two things that can be true at the same time, and the fact that stands can't understand that is crazy to me. Right. Two things, and I try to tell y'all that all the time. So like, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done with it. In this conversation, I think both women see it from their perspective, and their perspective is valid. I said their perspective. I ain't say I see it that way. Their perspective. The problem is, in order for them to move past it, if they're going to move past it, both of them are going to have to see it from the other person's perspective. And they're going to have to apologize. See, here's the thing. Candace, you don't have to apologize for how you felt, because how you felt was valid. Your feelings are valid. How you felt is valid. But here is what you should apologize for. You apologize for how you made Robin feel. And vice versa, Robin. Your feelings are valid. If you feel like Candace was supposed to be your friend and she didn't have your back in that moment when you needed her most to have your back, your feelings are valid. But until y'all accept that each person's perspective is valid, and you don't necessarily have to apologize for what you said because that's how you felt, and you felt the way you felt, I don't see how you move forward. I don't see how you move forward. Anyway, next week it looks like some people are going to Surrey County. Look, Karen said I with me to Surrey County because I ain't got insurance to cover it. She said, y'all know how y'all get to acting the fool, and I ain't got the insurance to cover it. So some of y'all can go and some of y'all can't go, but everybody can't go. That's what she said. She said everybody can't go to Surrey County. Now, here's where, and y'all know I love me some Karen Hugo down. Y'all know I love me some Karen. But here's where I got to side eye you, Karen. Karen, just tell them people you don't want to take them. What you mean you don't have insurance? Girl, what insurance? The county? The whole county got to insure the people. What you mean? Don't even make no sense, Karen. Just say I ain't taking all y'all women. I ain't taking all y'all down to Surrey County because y'all ain't about to embarrass me in my hometown in front of these good people. Just say that, Karen. See how I can be unbiased? Y'all know I love the grand dame down, but y'all see how I can be unbiased, how I can still call her ass out. You see that? Because that just don't make no sense. What you just said don't make no sense, Karen. Just say you're not taking all them people. Okay? Just say you only going to take the people that you know ain't going to embarrass you. Gemini Diva said, I agree. They expect people to respect their feelings, but don't give anyone grace. Candace and Robin were both wrong, and I agree. I just don't like Robin for not being her own woman, standing on her own. I respect the fuck out of that's going to be it, because Gemini Diva, I respect the fuck out of what you just said. She said, listen, I hear what you saying, really, B, and I do think both of them did some shit. I just don't like Robin. I can respect the hell out of that. I respect it. I respect it. Now let me get on out of here. I will be back in 5 minutes. We'll be talking traders. I invited some people to join me up here, so we're gonna be talking episode 4 traders. It'll probably be closer to 10 minutes, child. I gotta use the ladies' room and all that good stuff. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes to talk traders. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here. Peace.